Hey guys, this is Frozen Things Studios here, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to my final video 2022. For today's video, I'm gonna be talking about 2022 as a whole. This is kind of inspired by some of my other friends who did my thoughts on each year that I've seen them since 2019. Like their thoughts, they did their video on their thoughts in 2019. They did their video on their thoughts on 2020, which is technically a rant because everyone hates 2020 seriously, and their thoughts on 2021 as well. So 2022, I decided to do my thoughts last week too because boy, I have things to say about it. Um, I have things to say about 2022 and definitely have a lot of thoughts about it. So I'm gonna give you guys my reflection in 2022. How I'm gonna share with you guys how I felt about it. And yes, people, Happy New Year's Eve to you all. Um, Happy New Year's Eve to you all. Yeah, this is gonna be an amazing New Year's Eve celebration. As I'm premiering this, doing a live premiere of this, it's technically New Year's Eve. My cousin should be here anytime soon. And I'll be like celebrating my Christmas with them. But yeah, so I'm here with you guys right now. You guys are the best, like my subscribers. And I hope my haters won't ruin this night for me. Yeah, this I want 2022 to end on the best note possible. Because I was trying to say this. 2022 is kind of the best year. I mean, kind of. Is this really the best year ever? Well, some in some aspects yes, but overall, I think I'll have to give it some thought. Okay, well, that's of course. Well, 2022 is not perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect year. There's never a year when there's never a year when there is a perfect. I know people like saying like, "Oh, 2022 is the worst year of the internet. Oh, it's the worst year for drama." But the thing is that drama is part of life. You can't stop it. Um, I mean, I mean, I know there's like some people that say some research that say that I hope 2023 won't have drama, but here's the thing: you can't stop drama. You can't do that. Drama is a part of life. That's how you grow up. You have like that shows that no one is perfect. Drama's part. So that's something you can control. Of course, there'll be something like a bad situation that will cause drama. So obviously, I already know I will have to face drama in 2023. Um, yeah, so there's no escape from that. So I hope you guys understand that. Like it's really part of life. You can't just like so please stop saying, oh, share this post if you think 2023 won't have drama. You don't want drama because you can't change that. Like okay, well, of course, yeah. There are a lot of bad things that's going through. I mean, a lot of controversy, a lot of backlash, a lot of cancellation, a lot of drama, and a lot of like Frozen community members are betraying my community because of some dumb reasons. And and of course, well, some arguments, but those oh any bad thing I have to say about 2022, it's a part of life. Now, I will say that actually had a pretty underwhelming birthday this year, like when I turned 18. Because this year I'm actually now an adult, and I do a lot of adult things. Yeah, being an adult is, I mean, good and bad at the same time. I mean, like you're pretty much at your hardest stage in your life, hardest stage. Because for me, I mean, I actually screwed up grade 11. I will say I actually kind of screwed up grade 11, and I got some, like, but I still was able to go through grade 12. And this year is when I'm preparing for college because in 2023 is going to be a really big year for me because I will graduate school and I will go to college. College. I'm not really sure which directions I take for my job, but I do have some other options. I have some options like I could probably be my teacher of the school I was in. Like I could be a teacher. I'm pretty much good at leadership. I could be a teacher. But I also want to work in the film industry. Now I don't know if director is a good like I for the longest time I wanted to be a director, but like is director really a good option for me? That's something I really have to. I'm not sure about at this point. I think I'm more on the side of marketing film. Yeah, I think I definitely need to fix a problem. Like Hollywood has been like bad at marketing nowadays. Like I could probably fix that. I could actually market better, like show them how it's done. Even if I, of course, I need to learn how to market, like probably. I'm sure there's more to it, I think. So I could take up humanities, I could take up marketing, I could take up film, um, probably hospitality as well. Like I also want to work in a theme park. Like I want to work in Disneyland. That's a part of my dream job. Um, I want to work as a cinema manager. Yeah, just like my girlfriend works in a cinema. Not only can I can work at a cinema, which is a part-time job technically, but I could actually be a manager of a cinema. That would be really cool. Um, Even if I love movies, I don't know if I can make a good one. Oh, I could also be a writer as well. I could take up creative writing and be a writer. So there's a lot of jobs for college I can take next year. But of course, I'll talk more about that in 2023. I still don't have a final like choice of like where I want to go in my life, which direction. But I'm still in my high school life. Like it's all gonna be decided in in the beginning of 2023, like in the first half, and then like August September is when I start college. So um, when it comes to my personal life, yes, this was my favorite year. I will say that this is my favorite year when it comes to my life because this year I feel like I feel like a grown man. Although there are times where like my family treats me like a kid. Like I feel like I'm treated like a kid, but to go Peter Parker in Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm sick of being treated like a kid all the time. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's like that the most relatable line for me. That's one of the reasons why I relate to Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Yeah, I mean, I still like think I'm worthy to be called an adult. I mean, I like do adult stuff. I mean, I drink alcohol. No, don't worry, guys. I'm careful. I'm smart. I don't get drunk. I don't get drunk. I do get. Do I get tipsy from drinking? Yes, I do. But like, I mean, alcohol is actually kind of fun. I mean, just be careful when you drink alcohol. Just be careful. Like, just take a sip. Don't drink too much, or at least take a tiny glass and just pour like, half of the tiny glass and then just sip it like straight up like, um. I mean, there's stuff that I don't like. I mean, whiskey was terrible. I will say, like, sorry about that, but yeah, I'm okay. But whiskey and tequila were terrible. I will say that. But I like vodka. I like Mary or whatever you call it. I don't know. And I really like Bailey's. Bailey's is by far my favorite alcohol drink. It's so good. Yeah, yeah. You guys should try Bailey's. Though, just be careful, like what I said. Oh yeah, also soju. Yeah, yeah, I drank soju. Like I drink soju as well. Like I remember like funny how like I like me and my family like got into soju. It's mainly because like this K drama show like what we watched called My Name really like promoted soju, and my parents like, ooh, this looks so good, I want to try it. Like they were like promoting soju, like showing the characters drinking it, and then it kind of like caught my parents' attention. So we drank soju. And yeah, by the way, My Name is a phenomenal show. Like that show is actually what got me into K dramas. Despite I saw Squid Game and all of us are there. My Name is just my favorite K drama. It's perfect, and y'all should watch it. Please watch it, especially if you're a fan of K drama. If you watch Squid Game, you should watch My Name, and All of Us Are Dead as well. Which I'll definitely get to the entertainment media later on. But back to what I was saying, um, yeah, so I drink. But I think one of the best things of the year for me is getting a girlfriend. Now I want to talk about the past, like what happened to me, but I got a legit girlfriend. Yeah, that I think I can hold on for like the end of time. Could I get another girlfriend? Maybe, but like I had a one. I want to talk about like what happened in the past, like what. I'm not gonna bring up like the me and Phoebe thing, but I got a true girlfriend, a true like love of my life that I could probably keep for like as long as I want to, and no one's actually like going against it, like because I think I understand why people don't like being Phoebe dating. I realize that now. Thankfully, I learned from that lesson, and I like got a girlfriend who's like a year older than me, but she's still like the best thing I've ever had, like the best person I've ever seen in my life, and that is Marilyn, the movie girl. Oh gosh, she is so hot. She's like so sweet. She's like the best person in my life, and she's like my life. Like Marilyn is my life. She's like probably the best thing I've ever seen. Like the best thing that God gave me. Even though I don't talk religion, she's like the best thing that God gave me, like ever. And yeah, Marilyn is like the best thing I can keep. Yeah, why I married her? Me as well. My parents like said I don't need to get married because you know child life is stressful. But yeah, I could if ever. But yeah, man, like Marilyn is like love Marilyn. Yeah, yeah. I'm very sure Marilyn is in the live chat right now. I don't know if she is. Maybe she's not. But yeah, if you're watching this, Marilyn, love you. Love you, babe. Yeah, like you really changed my life. Yeah, she really changed my life, and I changed her life as well. Like, yeah. So yeah, that's. I guess that has to do it for my personal life. Let's talk about the entertainment media. How was 2022 as an entertainment form? In the media. In the internet, yes, it was a mixed bag. I mean, like the best thing about the internet is like the Frozen community, like, but and like the Frozen community really grew and grew and grew. I mean, there's some people say, oh, the Frozen community is evil. No, we're not. It's the young community it's evil. And yes, but like there's a lot of drama going on. But again, you can't change drama, and I wish people would stop saying 2023 should not have drama anymore, cause that's just stupid. But I'm referring to specifically movies and TV shows. How are movies and TV shows in 2022? Movies, I will say right now, this was a million times better than I expected. I didn't really think 2022 would beat 2021. 2021 was already a fantastic year. I mean, 2021 had No Time to Die, which I thought was not going to be top as my favorite live action movie. Spider-Man No Way Home, Encanto, which yes, Encanto is still the best anime film of the decade. Not even Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio could top it, but maybe Wish could top. Maybe Wish could top Encanto as the best Disney movie of the decade, and maybe like the second could even dethrone Zootopia as my second favorite anime film. And people, I am 1,000,000% hyped for Wish. I don't know why people are not excited for it. But yeah, Gando, West Side Story, which is the best, which is my favorite Spielberg movie. Um, Last Night at Soho, which is the best Edgar Wright movie. We got Mitchells versus the Machines, which I was actually more excited for than others were. I knew it was gonna be really good. Um, and you got like surprises like Free Guy, yeah, Free Guy, yeah, Free Guy. And also really underrated films like um, I kind of forgot which of my most underrated. Oh yeah, Eternals, um, Black Widow, right? The Last Dragon. But somehow 2022 shockingly became my favorite year. Now it didn't really take. I actually didn't really take until Avatar: The Way of Water. Like throughout the year from January to November, I was like, yeah, this is not better than that's what I want. That's was way better. But when I saw Avatar: The Way of Water recently, noisy neighbors. Ugh. But yeah, when I saw Avatar: The Way of Water, it absolutely changed my life. No, I mean no, not really. Like, kind of. It kind of changed my life, but at the same time, I meant like it changed my view of this year. This is like where I was like, okay, you know what? 2022 is better than 2021. After I saw Avatar, that's like the first thing I said in my mind when I walked out of Avatar. Like, I was like blown away. I was like speechless. I was like jaw dropped. But then when I walked out, the first thing I said in my mind, 2022 is actually better than 2021 because Avatar: Way of Water has dethroned No Time to Die as the second best movie of all time and the best. And well, you all know that it is the best movie of the year, and I love Avatar: The Way of Water. It's just a masterpiece. It is a game changer to film, and it even made James Cameron like one of my favorite directors next to Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee. So that says something. Well, of course, this year had a lot of 10 out of 10s, and but I think this year had the most 9 out of 10s. Like among like all the movies this year, uh, among all the other like, if you look at my Letterboxd like rank 2020 ranking, the most the most I've given this year is actually 9 out of 10s. Yeah, they're like maybe I wanted to, but maybe because I had this New Year resolution of like not to give like too many movies a 10 out of 10. But personally, I just couldn't really help it because like there was so many talented movies, and movies that I didn't really think would get a 10 out of 10. I mean, there's like you got this year you got Top Gun Maverick, you got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Doctor Strange and the Madness, which I think is underrated. Yes, we had some really underrated films as well, like Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, Multiverse of Madness, Disenchanted, Blonde, Amsterdam, Don't Worry, Darling. Like, there's so many underrated films. Like movies, like when I see them in the top 10 worst, I was like, huh. Thankfully, not many people put Doctor. Thankfully, not a lot of people put Doctor Strange shoe, but I've seen like people put Disenchanted, Blonde, and Don't Worry, Darling, and Amsterdam on their worst list. Like, and they definitely don't deserve it. Um, Amsterdam, Don't Worry, Darling. Spoiler alert, they won't be my top 10 because I think there are slightly better movies in them, but definitely they're fantastic movies. They're like, I love those movies nonetheless. I give like almost 20, I give like 17 so far. However, there's some talented movies where like I'm kind of having second thoughts, and I'm questioning if they really deserve talented, and I definitely should give them like watching with a more open mind. Um, When in a While, Deep Water, and The Gray Man are those three movies that I think might I might have second thoughts, and I will admit maybe those three movies I might have overhyped. Now there's some movies that you may think that I overhyped, but actually I think they really deserve a 10 out of 10. But those three movies I mentioned, maybe they're not as good as I thought. Like not like perfect movies. So I'll definitely need to rewatch them. When in a While, I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's because of the fact that it's PG-13 and it's Henry Selick. Deepwater and Gray Man, I was just maybe biased towards Andy Armas. And Gray Man, maybe it's because I was just fanboying Anthony and Joe Russo because they directed the Infinity War Endgame. But they're not perfect actually. They're like Cherry did have some flaws despite it's I still think it's underrated. But and they're behind like what they're actually the producers of what could possibly be the worst Disney live action remake. Well, either that or the remake. I'm referring to Hercules. I mean, Hercules inspired by TikTok. Like that is the stupidest thing Disney can do. Like I get that Disney wants to how do I say this? Wants to do something different with the live action remakes because they know the problem that they're making it just the same. But TikTok, really? Have you seen like how disastrous that Ratatouille the TikTok musical went? Like and plus, I hate TikTok, and I am never getting TikTok ever. And you can't convince me to get TikTok. I will never get that stupid app. Because like maybe there's some TikTok videos I saw on YouTube Shorts that are actually fine, but then you have those stupid like cringe dances that so yeah, they're not perfect. However, the weakness the weakness of 2022 movies comes from one type, and I think black community could hate this because, but the weakness of 2022 is at family movies. Yeah, this year was a disaster for family movies. Like, I mean, a complete. Now I would say it's probably my third worst movie of the year of animation. 2013 and 2017 is the worst. I can't even decide which year is worse because they both sucked. But maybe 2017 because that year had the Emoji Movie, but 2013 had like more number of bad movies. And don't get me started on freaking Freebirds and that stupid meme, that gets old in 1 second. But like this year we got some great anime films. I mean, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is the best anime movie of the year, and no other anime movies come close. But we also got Lightyear, Lightyear, When Out Wild, Turning Red, Strange World, The Bad Guys, like so many great movies. And I think I defend Disney this year. A lot of people say that this is the worst year for Disney. I mean, yeah, sure, you got like crappy films like Pinocchio and Cheaper by a Dozen, and you got what's that oh yeah, Hocus Pocus 2, which I think y'all forgot it existed by now, and I totally get that. Hocus Pocus 2 sucks, and I don't even remember a single thing from it. But but then you get I want people say Disenchanted is the worst Disney movie of the year. I personally defend the Disenchanted. I defend Lightyear and I defend Strange World. Turning Red is probably the only Turning Red and Wakanda Forever, or maybe if you got Avatar: Way of Water, are like the only Disney movies that are actually well received. Multiverse of Madness is really divisive. I think the movie is underrated, and Do you know? I think Multiverse of Madness is a perfect movie, and I don't understand the hate for it. Um, and yeah, but family movies go. The rest family movies go. Like you got DC because Super Pets. You got Lala Crocodile, which is my worst movie of the year. You got Paws of Fear, The Last of Hank, uh, which I don't even I kind of forgot existed until now. Secret Headquarters, aka the Iron Man ripoff movie, where the Mobius is Iron Man, but when he's not supposed to be. Um, yeah, so many banned like movies, like oh yeah, the most hated ones, Hotel Transylvania 3, and I just a buck wild. Yeah, I'm the one that Anime put them tied as the worst anime films of the year because they both equally suck. And how dare you release Hotel Transylvania 4 on my birthday, Sony? Out of all of these things you could choose, really like my birthday, you should have just. I think Sony should have just stick with I'm releasing a Hotel Transylvania 4 in October, but like, oh, let's just throw it in January so they can, because it's gonna be bad and that's reason Frozen's birthday, like like that crap. Yeah, I still defend January. Like, I think January is underrated. I mean, I defend Scream, like Scream 5. I'm a defender. I think Scream 5 is another one I think it gets way too much hate. Um, but maybe it might be biased because it came out on birthday, but I don't care. I'm not changing my opinion on it whatsoever. And I am definitely hyped. I'm really excited for Scream 6, by the way. And what else is there? Oh yeah, let's talk about TV shows. Like, save the best for last. Well, I mean, like, I'm not sure which like among the best things of this year is really like truly the best. It could be either my girlfriend Marilyn, or it could be TV shows. TV shows. TV shows. 2022 is by far and away and no competition the best year for TV shows. You wanna know why this year is the best for TV shows? Because it had two of my favorite shows, like Stranger Things and Cobra Kai. Their best seasons came out this year, so that says something. Both Stranger Things season 4 and Cobra Kai season 5 really changed my life. Now I was actually never mind. But yeah, I actually did prefer Cobra Kai over Stranger Things back then. Before I saw season 4 of Stranger Things. That's when I prefer Stranger Things over Cobra Kai. And season 4 really changed my life. I think both Stranger Things season 4 and Cobra Kai season 5 are like probably the best things to come out this year. Sorry, Avatar: The Way of Water, but the best TV shows are better than you. Um, and yeah, this year also had so many fantastic shows like Wednesday, House of the Dragon, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Moon Knight, Rings of Power, some other shows as well. But yeah, 2022. Also, like, I watched more shows this year than ever. Like, and I was able to. I saw like some shows I missed last year for the first time. Yeah, sure. This year had bad shows, definitely. She-Hulk, I Am Groot. If you count Book of Boba Fett, then yeah, Halo. Also, I didn't really care for Carson Road that much. Although, even though I wouldn't call it a bad show, I didn't care for Carson Road. Sorry guys, but like, it's just that Carson's not my cup of tea. Carson, and there's a reason why Carson is my favorite Cars movie, because it just shows that this franchise is just not my thing. But um, yeah, this. I don't want to say anything else. Y'all already know like how much I love this year for TV shows. And next year we're getting a lot of like highly anticipated shows, but I don't think it's gonna stop this year. I am let's just wait for Stranger Things season 5 and Cobra Kai season 6. Like, yeah, they're gonna be like amazing. Like, and that does it for 2022. Now I'm gonna go like celebrate my New Year's Eve with my family. And yeah, that was a lot of fun being with you guys. Like like I really wanted to make this New Year's Eve special, because of how much I love this year. So yeah, what is your opinion of 2022? Do you agree with me that this is the best year of the decade? Do you agree with me on like um that this year is the best year for TV shows? Do you agree with me that this is the best year for movies since 2019? And how is 2022 in your personal life? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my first video of 2023, which is my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2023. Bye, guys.